Hi team, the man, the myth, the dad legend here. So we're going to have a standard brawl for you today. This time we're playing with Xanathar. So Xanathar Guild Kingpin. Xanathar's ability is pretty cool. Depending on your upkeep, choose an opponent. Until the end of turn, that player can't cast spells. You may look at the top card of their library anytime, you may play the top card of their library, and you may spend mana as though a mana of any color to cast spells this way. So basically, you get to play with all their cards, and they don't get to play with any of their cards, which is great. So the strategy of this deck laid out before you here is basically to bleed your opponent's dry resources, drop Xanathar, and then win the game with their cards, which sounds pretty fun to me. I don't know about you, but I like the idea of that. So a lot of these cards will do very similar things, but we'll go through them and pull out any that are unique in some way. So Giant's Amulet is basically the only way of giving Xanathar hexproof. Sometimes you want to put Xanathar in play and then equip the amulet so if they did have a removal spell, now they can't use it. Wizard class is a draw spell. We want some card advantage to be able to bleed our opponents dry and still have resources left. A removal spell here, we want to kill their stuff. That's pretty obvious. Concealing curtains, so we have a lot of discard effects in this deck, and the reason we have discard effects is both to make sure that Xanathar won't get killed when we play him, but also just to put our opponent to 0 cards so that when we drop Xanathar, they've got nothing left and we have all the cards. Druid Fugue, discard spell, duress, discard spell, syncopate, counter spells. So counter spells are another way that we're going to protect Xanathar when we drop him down, but also just to keep ourselves alive until that point, countering key spells and such. Disdainful Stroke, counter spell, Insta Royal, the nice catch-all for a permanent that's annoying that we want to put back in their hand. Jurari Disruption, counter spell plus land. Hermit, nice little counter spell, and he's also a grumpy little man that we can get back with Blood in the Snow or Inscription. So Hermit's great. Counter spell, discard spell that can be reanimated, which is good. Discard, discard, removal spell. So this one is actually great. Feed the Swarm should be in every black standard brawl deck you have because it destroys enchantments, which black normally can't do. So that's really key, especially because standard brawl is a lot of the 5-color enchantment that brings permanents into play every turn. So Feed the Swarm's great. Cradle, so we have a couple of these effects in the deck. There's not that many good ones in standard, but we play a few. And the idea of this is that if our opponent has something on top of their deck that we either can't play or we don't want to play, we can use a mill effect to get rid of it and then play the next card. So for example, if they have 2 lands on the top of their deck, we can play the first one, but we can't play the second one. So Cradle can help us mill the second one. Siphon Insight, again, another mill effect. Massacre, a wrath effect with some nice upside. Counter spell, discard spell. This one also mills, which is nice. Inscription, this is a discard spell, but it also gets back some of our little dudes, and it also is a removal spell, so it does everything we want. Discard spell that also mills. Discard spell land, removal spell, a little bit of ramp, so we just have a couple of ramp pieces here. Celestis is nice because it lets us filter our hand. Skyclave, if we have enough mana, we can pump out quite a bit of mana. Card draw, discard and card draw. This one's a great one because if our opponent's at 0 cards in hand or 1 card, we get to draw some, so it's not dead if our opponent has 0 cards in hand. Removal spell and land, card draw, wrath effect, and Mordenkainen just because great card advantage. Really hard to kill actually, starting on 5 loyalty going to 7. He's a great one. And then lands, nothing particularly special. We have snow lands for Blood in the Snow. We have the 2 man lands. We have some dual lands. And Biblioplex is the last one, which is kind of cool. When we're sort of trading resources 1 for 1 with our opponent, we can end up in a spot where we're both sort of top decking. So Biblioplex is going to get you some extra cards, and a lot of our deck is instants or sorceries, so it's a nice one. So that's the deck. I've been really enjoying grinding my opponents into the dust with this. Destroying their will to live has been quite fun. We'll get into some gameplay now and see if we can entice some opponents into letting us play with their cards. Alright, so we got here Zizazivia. Alright, so this is a Kalane Reclusive Painter deck. So we have a discard, a ramp, a counter spell, another discard. We go first. Yeah, I like this. Start off with a Dread Fugue on 1, it's pretty nice. Have a look at what our opponent's up to. Okay, so treasure chest, Sculptor Merchant. So they have a lot of land and no removal spells. So, well, we took their only removal spell. So we might just be to land Xanathar and not have to worry about it getting killed. I think because we know most of their hand and we're not worried about these cards, I think actually Sculptor Merchant drawing them cards is kind of annoying. So I think I'm going to Palaka Predation that. That was actually a good draw there. And they've drawn just lands, so perfect for us. Okay. So we're probably going to see a treasure chest here. Yep. Graven Law. Okay, so I'm going to play the Relic here, I think, because they're just going to discard 2 lands if we Mind Drain them. We're hoping to draw a land, so we can just drop Xanathar and hope that neither of these are removal spells, I think. Okay, well that works. What does this card do? Sacrifice it, roll a d20. Right, okay, so we hope he doesn't roll higher than a 9. We're just going to jam Xanathar here. Opponent's going to treasure chest. Roll a 1. Okay, that's good. Just treasures. I don't mind treasures. So hopefully Xanathar lives. Come on. Oh no. Okay. Is that all you've got? No sacrifice effects? No, he's got a sacrifice effect. Yeah. Oh well. Back to draining our opponent of resources. Okay, so I think we'll Mind Drain here. And then, okay, so our opponent's still on all lands, it looks like. So I think we're going to dissipate the next relevant spell. Okay, our opponent's got all the treasures they could possibly want. Okay, we're definitely going to dissipate this one. That card's way too good. Okay, so we have 6. I want a Graven Law because I'll just draw a land, play it, and check for traps. Okay, we don't need Massacre or this. I don't mind the Behold, so I'll keep that. Untap land, nice. Okay, so we can check for traps. Mountain, okay. So we have 7. So if we draw another land, we can play Xanathar here. Okay. Oh, that's actually quite good because he has the 5 treasures to sacrifice. That was a nice little draw. Goldspan Dragon, I suspect. Yep. Okay. Well, this game just got a lot harder for us because Goldspan Dragon is going to do some work. Okay, well that's pretty good for us. So we'll just Soul Shatter now, I think. Now we could play Cridle to... It's interesting. I guess our opponent was going to do that anyway. I only got 3, so attacking with this would only give him 4, so I think I'm okay to let him attack. So I think I'm going to just Behold now. Okay, well I'm going to put bottom both of these because we're likely to draw a land still and I don't want to draw too many. Perfect. Play the Hall. Inscription's a nice draw. We don't have anything to get back, but we do have... Okay. Now the trouble is Magda can attack here. I think I'm just gonna make him discard and destroy Magda. Because if he has another dragon to search up, we could be in trouble. So I think maybe I just Syncopate's not going to do anything because he has so many treasures. I guess I just do this for the kicker. I really just need to keep our opponents off. We are an 8 as well, so we do need to start trying to win here. Okay, that's fine. Actually, being a 7/7 is not fine because now let's see what our opponent's got on the top of their deck. Plumb the Forbidden. Okay. Okay. Well, neither of these really do anything for us. We kind of need both. We don't have enough mana to do both. Let's just take this. What if we flash this back? So we can use Cradle to chump block the 7/7, but kind of need a little bit more action than that. Shambling Ghast. Okay, well, that's a nice little chump blocker. I'll play Cradle as well in case. Okay. So we'll block. We'll block. I don't think we kill Kalane here. I think we just get a treasure, because he can just replay it. Yeah, the Kalane's maybe that's the reason we should have killed Kalane. So it's 3, 4. Okay, so we're gonna play Xanathar here, and we're gonna hope that it lives, and that we can start playing off our opponent's deck. The great thing about having the shackles exiled here is that our opponent's definitely going to have some sacrifice effects. So if we can play this, steal this. Okay, what have you got for us? Devour Intellect. Okay, yep. Play that. We'll just Florian. Okay. Play that. A land. Okay. Play a land. Another land. That's annoying. Okay. So I guess we can attack. I don't think we want to shackles the ogre yet. I think we just want to. We could mill our opponent and then try and play something else, but the risk of us not being able to play it might be annoying. We do have a disdainful stroke to counter something good. Okay, let's do that. I think I like that. Let's get rid of that pesky land. Songmad Treachery. Okay, so we can just disdainful stroke that. Oh, because they took 2 damage. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't really want. I don't want to play it this turn. Can I foretell it? No, I can't foretell it. Okay. I didn't think I could, but okay. So they're gonna draw Songmad Treachery, which we're gonna. So we're gonna disdainful stroke that. No, thank you. Now we have to chump the Hoarding Ogre with Florian. Yep, yep. Block, 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 block. Ah, yes, first strike. Haha. Okay, what have we got for us, mate? A land. Land's not good, because there's another one where... bad news bears. Okay, well... We do have the Hermit. The Hermit can chump the Hoarding Ogre. At least we know our opponent is only drawing a... We can also make the Hall of Storm Giants to block the Hoarding Ogre, so that's pretty good. Our opponent's going to have all the treasures in the world, but nothing to do with them, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think I'm going to use the Hall of Storm Giants here to block the Hoarding Ogre. Am I? You know what? I'd rather just chump with the Hermit. The Hermit I can bring back and chump again, so... We'll just make that block. No reason to use up our Hall here, because we have the Shackles of Treachery, which we know we can use to use this with a sacrifice effect that we hope is on top of our opponent's deck. Okay. Hostile. Hostile. That is a sacrifice effect. Oh, okay. Sacrifice a creature. Oh, our opponent knows. And we've done it. Unlimited power. All right. All right, what do we got? Sheamus playing. Don't think I've seen a Xanathar Brawl before. Double the plus and plus counters on target you control when it attacks. Okay, so this is like a creature's counters deck. I like this hand. We have a syncopate and a removal. There. We have a syncopate and a removal spell. If he plays a 1-drop, probably feed the Swarmit. If he doesn't, we'll just hold up the old syncopate for 1. Yep, we'll definitely syncopate that. I can signet too good. Okay. Can hold up dissipate, but I think I want to make sure I draw more lands. So cool. It's likely he'll just play some ramp spell here. Okay. That we don't mind. We won't kill it. We'll hold up dissipate here. Oh, we will definitely dissipate that one. That is a sweet card. So this turn, because we don't have a counter spell, I think we're just going to trouble is, I mean, this is not that good if he's got nothing to pump. My thought is if we feed the Swarm this, then well, let's mind drain first and see what he discards. If he discards 2 spells, he might not have a land for this, and that could inform our choice on whether or not we feed the Swarm. Looks like he doesn't have a land. Okay. Hopefully that's good. I'd like to play Mordenkainen or Xanathar. Okay. Okay. I think Xanathar should be good here. It's quite hard for Xanathar to get killed from this position, so we'll play it out and hope that that's the case. Blue-green doesn't really have removal as such. They have fight spells. Oh, if this is Blizzard Brawl, I was going to say that would be quite the turn if yeah. Luckily he didn't have that. Unfortunately, we don't have a great way of dealing with what's going on here. This can make this a 10-10 on the attack, which is pretty strong. I think we probably make this as a 1-1, just to chump the 6-6. Would be great to kill this and then attack Kasmina, but I don't think we can do this for 4. I don't think that's good. Mordenkainen, make a dog to block, but then Xanathar can kill Mordenkainen. Yeah, I think I like playing off the top of our opponent's deck a bit more here. Okay. Now we know they're drawing a land, so maybe we just let that happen. Because we can play this land. I think I might play the curtain here as well. The curtain is good because we can activate it if they have something we don't want to draw or play. So now we know they're drawing a forest at least. So the scry is interesting because the scry doesn't actually help them, but it hinders us. great to draw a removal spell for this fractal. This fractal is the most annoying thing. This won't help you because it would just make a 0/0 fractal and it can't copy Tanazar. Well, it can, but then you have to sacrifice one of them. Perhaps he doesn't mind because he can get the trigger and yep. We will chump that. Maybe he just wants the token so he can double the power of this. Maybe he'll double it on itself. Okay. Zimone isn't something I'm that interested in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can meet hook for 5. Zimone is a chump, so let's play Zimone as a chump. Okay, let's play their land. Let's draw some cards. Emergent Sequence. Emergent Sequence is not something I mind them drawing. This says Menace, so we could, yeah, we should probably, yeah, let's do this. This does mean the shields are down, but we know what they're doing. Okay, so they've got a land and they're going to draw Emergent Sequence. So this can attack Kasmina. Kasmina down. Yep, sure. Do not mind that. So again, we're just chumping the fractal. This is the power of Xanathar, is that even if our opponent has a really powerful board, because we have, well, Hero's Downfall is a great one. So we'll play their land. Oh, their Snakeskin Veil. Snakeskin Veil. So we'll play that because we don't want them to draw a Snakeskin Veil. So they're drawing a land now, so... Okay, so how many lands do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 lands, which means we can Mordenkainen and Hero's Downfall. So let's do that. Let's +2 Mordenkainen. Soul Shatter, huh? Let's put Predation back. Now, if we Soul Shatter, highest mana value. So these all actually have a mana value. No, this has a mana value of 5, so we'd have to sacrifice that. So if he goes to combat, we can Soul Shatter or Hero's Downfall this, and then this can block the 6/6. So feeling good about that. We can also now meet hook for 6 because our Xanathar is a 6/7, so that's pretty strong. Okay, so we're gonna Hero's Downfall this. So now he can't attack. Now he can play this and double this, but such is life. Okay, that's interesting. Well, this is even better for us because now, yeah, we can meet hook his whole board. Cartographer's Survey. Alright, well, I think this meet hook's gonna demand a concession, but we will fire it off and see what happens. So we need to do it for 6. X is 6. Auto pay. Now, Mighty 0/1 Xanathar is not going to attack. Okay, so we'll gain some life. We have a Disdainful Stroke for this, not that we're going to use it on that, but we can Disdainful Stroke his general as well. Does he have enough mana to play for it? 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there we go. Grind our opponents into dust. Grind them down. Feels good. Feels good to win from a position where our opponent is so far ahead on board as well. And all we have is a 5/6 blob with eyes on stalks. Kevin D909 with, I believe that's the party general, Zagras. It's an interesting one. Okay, so what have we got? We've got a nice hand here. Got a duress into disruption, into potentially concealing some curtains. Infernal Grasp and Deadly Alliance. Okay, well, we don't want our opponent to have either of those. Grotag Bugcatcher is going to be kind of strong. Alright, so this is more expensive, so we'll get rid of Infernal Grasp, because that 5-drop is much harder for him to cast, so... Okay, well we're going to Jawari Disruption his first 2-drop. That is for sure. Yeah, we'll disrupt that. Just want to keep stuff off the board in this matchup because it makes their life a lot harder. So we'll Concealing Curtains here. And then we're going to foretell this, because that means next turn we can both play this and hold up Negate. Not that I think Negate's going to be that relevant. I missed the fact that our opponent didn't actually have a mountain. Unless they just chose not to play it. No, because we would see if they had a mountain. Okay, that's a good one. Varagoth is a good one. So play our island. We're not going to Concealing Curtains. As I said, we want to hold up Negate and Behold, if relevant. I imagine he's just attacking and then searching up a mountain here. Not the most powerful play in the world, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess. We won't block because it has Death Touch. That resolves opponent. And normally I respond there with the Behold the Multiverse, so I don't have to wait to do my cool stuff, but we'll do it now. Do we want a Skull Raid here? Definitely don't want the island. Skull Raid. Skull Raid for 2 spells. We can't hold up Negate with that, but... Okay, I think Skull Raid might be okay. We can Wizard class. Yeah, holding up Negate's probably not relevant again, so... Let's just Skull Raid you. We definitely get 2 spells here because he would have played the mountain if he had it. Although he might have a swamp, another swamp. Just 2 red spells, yep. Okay, we'll play the wizard class, use all our mana. Can't attack with the curtains, so we won't. I'm a little worried about this popping off multiple times. This is a demon rogue, that's funny. Okay. So he searched up command tower, which kind of the same. Okay, this is great. This is kind of nice for us because we can do this for 3. Oh, we want to do it for 4. Oh no, we don't want to do it for 4. Oops. Almost killed my own curtains. This just means that this is going to be expensive to play. Oh, what have we milled? Nothing relevant. Okay. This is going to be expensive to play, which makes it hard for him to kill Xanathar with it. Well, this is a nice one. I'm going to try and draw a land here, I think. Didn't do it. I think I can probably play this as a land. Well, because what I want to be able to do is play Xanathar and hold up Negate. So I think I want to Soul Shatter this because I don't want... Yeah, I'll just Soul Shatter this now. So hopefully we can find a land off the top. Okay, I don't actually mind that. Okay, well let's just Dread Fugue then with the cleave cost. Because Ogre Battle Driver, huh? You know, I'm just going to take the Deadly Alliance. Well, I actually can't even play this, so... I guess we do foretell this because, yeah, we should always foretell in that situation. Okay, well, we know the coast is clear for... Do I counterspell this? I think I probably do. Because if I draw a land, I still have negate for a removal spell at the top. And I just want our opponent to have no board. Yeah, we're just going to jam Xanathar here. He's got one draw step to try and kill it. If he gets it, well played to him, but... Okay, so he gets to put his general in play. That's pretty good. Hopefully we can find a removal spell at the top to kill it. Okay, we'll play our opponent's swamp. Ah yes, we will poison the Capure General. Mage Master's Onslaught. Okay, well we're going to have to negate that. We'll play the Relic here. Yeah, we'll play the Relic, because we can still negate. And we'll attack with Xanathar. Get the Ice Stalk Blob beats going. Okay, we'll negate that. Yeah, unfortunately, because our opponent has no board, we have nothing to use his removal spells on. Okay, I think given he's drawing a mountain, we just let him draw a mountain. I'm going to level up Wizard class here, because Xanathar is going to get real big. And we are winning the race here. So, in a good spot. So our opponent couldn't even play their general, unfortunately. What is this card? Maybe you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Alright, let's play that. Why not? Wang-Chi Fangblade. Sure, let's play that. Mountain. Yeah, again, we'll just leave our opponent with a mountain, I think. Oh, will we? Because then he can play his general. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll play a land. Do we play this? Yeah, we'll play this. Alright, well now we don't have a choice, because we can't play another one of his lands. Yeah, we can still... It's going to be pretty hard for our opponent to win past that anyway. Yeah, and they know it. All right. Another opponent ground into the dust, both literally and emotionally. So I'd call that a success. That'll do it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed the Xanathar gameplay and deck tech. Give it a try. I think you'll like it as much as I do, if that's not evident. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.